All right. Thank you very much. And a warm welcome to everyone. For those of you that were with me last week, welcome back. You were brave enough to come back. For those of you joining us, this is the second part of a three-part series on the Chargemaster. Last week we talked about the job functions, duties of a Chargemaster coordinator. Today we're going to be talking about the cost report and the Chargemaster, particularly the all-important cost-to-charge ratios. Okay, then next week we'll tackle a very difficult topic, and that is how do you set charges, what about transparent pricing, things of that sort. Now these three workshops are part of a three-part series on the Chargemaster. They come from a curriculum of about 15 different conferences that we have on the Chargemaster. Now, you will notice there are a lot of slides today, so we're not going to dwell on all of them equally, all right, particularly when we start going through the various sections of the cost report. I will probably gloss over a few of those slides. My main intent right now is to convince everyone, if you need convincing, that the cost report is complicated. It is detailed. It is complex. Sometimes it's even confusing. So I just want to forewarn you. Now, everyone, I want you to make sure you have plenty of caffeine available. This is a boring workshop. I'll try to make it as lively as possible. I want you to gain some insight into what's going on. Now, we're going to take this from the perspective of a Chargemaster coordinator. In other words, my intent is not to make you a cost reporting expert, because we'd have to be together for 2 full days to even begin to do that, okay? What I want you to do is to gain some insight, some appreciation as to the complexity of the cost report, your need as a Chargemaster coordinator to routinely, I'd say maybe even once a month, have lunch with the cost reporting person or persons or whoever develops the data for the cost report. And I simply want you to understand the importance of some of the decisions that you make to make certain that the cost reporting people are aware of what you're doing, and vice versa. You, Chargemaster coordinator, are aware of the way they have things set up so that you don't get things out of alignment. So everyone, I just want to forewarn you, this can be construed to be a boring workshop, so stand by. We'll take some little breaks here and there. I'll remind you to take in some caffeine. All right, you should be looking at slide number 1, which is not very interesting. My email address is about 3/4 of the way down. On the left, Dwayne at aaciweb.com. Circle that if you need to get a hold of me, if you have further questions, you need further information, please feel free to email me. I may not get back to you right away. Be patient, please. But nonetheless, if you need to get a hold of me, that's the way to do it. All right, slide number 2 is the disclaimer. The disclaimer says very simply, I'm going to give you the very best I have today, but as with everything in healthcare, especially dealing with coding and billing and reimbursement and compliance and all of these other things that we have to address, be sure you get at least 3 independent resources that are saying the same thing. And sometimes that's much easier said than done. I've even had the experience of calling a Medicare administrative contractor on Monday, question, got an answer. We questioned the answer, called back on Thursday, got a different person, and what do you know, we got a different answer to the very same question. Slide number 3, you can read a little bit about me if you wish. Yes, I write, I travel, I consult, I'm an expert witness, among other things. And yes, I do like the Federal Register, and we have 2 relatively new Federal Registers out now, the proposed Outpatient Prospective Payment System Update, which includes information on the implementation